The Galactic Council had seen many strange things in its 10,000 years of operation, but nothing quite prepared them for Lyra Quinn's training proposal. She stood before the assembled representatives, a datapad in hand and an expression of absolute confidence on her face. Behind her, holographic images of Earth's domestic felines flickered in the air creatures that looked deceptively harmless with their soft fur and small stature. "You want us to believe," Ambassador Zelther rumbled, his three eyes narrowing skeptically, "that your planet's apex predators train themselves using methods you now wish to teach our warrior cubs?" Lyra smiled. "Not apex predators, Ambassador. House cats, domesticated companions. And yes, the exercises they perform daily have made them some of the most efficient hunters pound for pound in Earth's ecosystem." The council chamber erupted in chittering laughter. The idea was absurd. Humans were already considered unusual. Their endurance hunting, their throwing accuracy, their ability to consume mild poisons for pleasure. But this was too much. In the back corner of the chamber, a young Carathian cub named Meki watched intently. His species, the Carathians, were feline like themselves, powerful, agile, with retractable claws and enhanced senses. But their cubs had been struggling in the new combat protocols. Too many injuries, not enough flexibility. Their instructors were at a loss. Meki had heard whispers about the human. How she'd survived a crash landing on Veraxis Prime by scaling a sheer cliff face. How she'd outmaneuvered Drell assassins in close quarters using nothing but improvisation and peculiar movements. His instructors dismissed it as luck. But Meki wondered. 3 days later, Meki found Lyra Quinn in one of the station's unused cargo bays. She'd converted it into a makeshift training area with scattered obstacles, raised platforms, and what appeared to be balls of compressed synthetic fiber. "I was wondering when someone would show up," Lyra said without turning around. She was crouched low, her body coiled, watching one of the fiber balls intently. Then, in an explosion of movement, she pounced twisting midair, snatching the ball, and landing in a perfect roll that brought her back to her feet. Meki's tail twitched involuntarily. The movement was familiar yet foreign, efficient yet playful. "Your council laughed at me," Lyra continued, finally facing him. "But you didn't." "My cohort is failing," Meki admitted, his pride stinging. "We're strong but inflexible, fast but predictable. Our instructors say we lack creativity in combat." Lyra's grin was predatory. "Then you've come to the right place. What I'm about to teach you will seem ridiculous. Your friends will mock you. Your instructors will be confused. But I promise you this cats on Earth have been perfecting these exercises for millions of years. And they work." She tossed a fiber ball to Meki. Lesson 1. The Pounce Drill. For the next 6 weeks, Meki returned to that cargo bay every night cycle. Lyra demonstrated exercises that seemed to defy military logic. The Pounce Drill taught explosive power from stillness waiting, coiled, then unleashing every muscle fiber in one devastating strike. Lyra showed him how Earth cats would hide for hours, then attack with precision timing. The twist and strike incorporated mid-air body rotation, allowing a fighter to change trajectory unpredictably while airborne. "Earth cats can right themselves while falling," Lyra explained, spinning through the air and landing on her feet. "They can attack from any angle, any position." The chase and skitter developed acceleration bursts and emergency directional changes. Lyra would sprint at full speed, then suddenly reverse or dart sideways with no warning moves that would tear muscles in most species, but which Carathian physiology could handle if properly trained. Then came the strangest one, the stretching ritual. Earth cats stretch constantly, Lyra demonstrated, extending her arms above her head, arching her back, then flowing into a deep crouch, before hunting, after resting, throughout the day. It keeps them limber, prevents injury, and maintains their predatory edge. Meki followed her movements, feeling tendons he'd never consciously engaged begin to awaken. His body felt longer, more fluid. The final exercise was called the uncertainty principle. "Earth cats are unpredictable," Lyra said, her voice serious now. "They'll attack a toy, then ignore it. They'll hide when nothing's wrong. They'll sprint randomly. It's not chaos, it's psychological warfare. Their prey never knows what they'll do next." She demonstrated by moving through the training area, her actions seemingly random but each one purposeful. Attack patterns that had no pattern. Retreats that became advances. Stillness that exploded into violence. Meki understood. In combat, predictability was death. The change didn't happen overnight. At first, Meki's cohort did mock him. His instructors were baffled by his new warm-up routines, the elaborate stretches, the random pouncing exercises, the way he'd suddenly sprint and stop for no apparent reason. But then the sparring matches began. Meki moved differently now. He'd wait in guard position, perfectly still, then explode with devastating speed. He'd leap and twist mid-air, landing strikes from impossible angles. His movements were fluid, unpredictable, creative. He won 17 consecutive matches. Soon, others asked to join. Lyra's cargo bay filled with Carathian cubs, all eager to learn the Earth Cat exercises. What started as mockery became curiosity, then respect. The instructors noticed. Combat injuries decreased by 40%, reaction times improved. The cubs moved with a grace and unpredictability that veteran warriors struggled to counter. 6 months after Lyra's initial proposal, the Galactic Council reconvened. Commander Thashra of the Carathian Defense Force presented the data. The humans' training methodology has produced measurable results. Our cubs are more adaptable, more creative, more resilient. We formally request that Lyra Quinn be appointed as a special combat consultant. Ambassador Zelther's eyes fixed on Lyra. You claimed Earth's small predators were remarkable. The evidence suggests you were correct. How did your people discover these techniques? Lyra's smile was enigmatic. We didn't discover them, Ambassador. We observed. Humans have lived alongside cats for 10,000 years. We watched them hunt, play, train themselves. They were teachers, and we were smart enough to be students. Meki stepped forward from the crowd of cubs. She taught us more than exercises. She taught us to learn from beings we might otherwise overlook. To find wisdom in unexpected places. Lyra placed a hand on Meki's shoulder. On Earth, we have a saying, curiosity killed the cat, but we always forget the second part, but satisfaction brought it back. Stay curious. Stay adaptable. That's how you survive. The council approved her appointment unanimously. As the chamber emptied, Meki remained behind with Lyra. Why did you really help us? He asked quietly. Lyra looked at the young Carathian, seeing in him the same determination she'd once possessed as a struggling cadet on Earth. Because someone once saw potential in me when others saw weakness. And because the galaxy needs warriors who can think like predators, patient, adaptable, and always learning. She tossed him a fiber ball. Now show me that pounce drill one more time. I think you're getting sloppy. Meki's tail swished in amusement. He crouched low, muscles coiling, eyes locked on the target. And pounced.